Yo! Video games.
Oh,
In Mortal Kombat 1
At least MK1 has kind of as cool ninjas. Like in Raiden.
Mortal Kombat 1 in the Genesis was...
yeah, you tell him.
Dog. Bruh. This game's only rated MA13.
It's ABA Abacadab or some
Yeah,
shit
trying
like
to feed
that.
her, huh?
Not yet.
Abacab.
She's telling me
Abacab.
she's
So we
hungry.
started streaming.
JJ,
Abacab.
take him too.
The difference here is though is when do you enter the code?
Bye-bye.
Wow. Probe made this and not
What?
even.
Damn.
Down.
Oh, I think he did it.
As many
Did he do the blood code?
I haven't
Yeah,
done
that was
anything.
it.
I haven't pressed anything. That was that.
Oh, man.
Abacab. When do I press Abacab though?
This is probably the only reason why I wanted a Sega Genesis is because this
They
had the
had
blood code.
fatalities.
This had the blood code with fatalities and the
There,
SNES
I
didn't.
entered it. Got it.
And I was like, oh,
I said,
so-
get over here.
A B C A C A B B
already
life.
did.
This
Already
one
did.
had fatalities, but it was so fucking ugly.
Yeah, yes it was. That's why I didn't care too much for the Genesis.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Holy shit, this looks like a Game Boy game.
Yeah.
Deku the best, thank you,
Who's
dude.
not in?
You don't want this.
You don't want none of this.
God, this was...
So
Blood
90s.
code is nostalgic as fuck.
Yeah, the first version I remember seeing was this one. The characters didn't bleed ash like the SNES version.
Yeah.
It's not.
It was supposed to be spit, right? I think it was supposed to be sweat.
Yeah, it's supposed to be sweat, but it looked like ash.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. There's no block button because this doesn't have the 3-button fucking thing.
Yeah, you have a shoulder button.
Nope. There's not block.
There's only 3 buttons on the Genesis controller.
Yep. They're actually missing a button. That's what drove me nuts.
That was another thing.
Yeah, it's like they didn't have enough button on the controller.
Yeah, when I
Yeah, I
played
don't
Street
know.
Fighter, I had to press select to switch between punches and kicks.
Wow.
I usually kept with
That's my
kicks.
block.
Oh my god, that is sad. This system. That's right, guys. I was one of those. What's on his face?
We were playing
Old
Spider-Man.
Water, yeah. We didn't clean his face after he makes water, so his face is crumpled in his... Probably...
Real blood, look!
Started his block, huh?
Teeth
Ugh!
his teeth are really bad.
This plays a little better than the SNES one, maybe.
Yeah,
Possibly.
Really?
I'm supposed to be cleaning them
Possibly.
every
Maybe.
month.
Wait, give it to Steve.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
don't you want to play it?
Hell no!
It's supposed to be every month, but I actually took them like 2 last week, and they said they have the full teeth. You can't even clean it. It's so bad. So, pretty sad.
How does this game work on Genesis with only 3 buttons?
When I played Super Street Fighter 2, it was press start to alternate between punches
Yeah,
and
that's
kicks.
Street Fighter, but how does this fucking work? 'Cause it's,
I have
like
no fucking
it's a
clue.
5-button fighter.
So there's punches.
B is blocked on this one, but I don't know.
Wow, she stays that way for a while.
All this fucking fervor, so a little fucking jelly can come out of them every so often.
No. So there's no block.
It was really important back in the day.
It
And in all
was.
honesty, back in the day when you were a kid, the SNES version didn't look a lot different than the Genesis version.
No,
No,
it looked way better. It
Way
looked-
better.
I don't remember.
I will fucking
Yeah.
put money on
Ah,
that shit.
Dude, we have it. It's right over
We
there.
watched it. It doesn't look that much better.
Says the
What?
guys that say fucking SVC looks amazing. It's like, no.
There's
That
a
is
huge
Oh my
difference.
God.
Because I have an
That is the
appreciation.
most,
And
that is the most
then-
apple to oranges
and
thing.
then
Because I have an
Look up-
appreciation of good art.
Then look up Mortal Kombat 2
We
for
have
both
Mortal
systems.
Kombat 1 on it's
Yeah.
right there.
I'm pretty sure
Andrew
there's a lot of
can
people
get
in
it
chat
right now if he wants.
that can tell
It's
you.
gonna look better because that runs off a fucking SCART and this is running off.
fuck,
Somebody
that-
says
keep-
SNES had a worse control response? Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was
Probably.
just saying right now.
Somebody's just saying this one
better.
controls better.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean.
Well, I know.
I can't contest that.
Well, you can't fucking tell frames either, so.
Well, yeah. Here we go. There you go. No change in music whatsoever, but that works.
Oh, there's a 6 button for Genesis.
You get 1,000,000 points for a fucking fatality.
The
Yeah.
box, Andrew, does their
It's not a
instruction
fucking
manual
punch that shit.
in there?
Can we get out of this?
No.
Oh, well, there's
I
probably
was gonna
a
see
way.
if maybe we
No,
could
no, the
set it
go back button is the reset button.
Yeah.
Load zero.
No screens, no nothing.
Sub zero.
And this is the game where the rating system was born.
Yeah, SNES version has better graphics.
I have
Genesis
two
has by
block
far
buttons?
better gameplay.
I have 2 buttons for block. Wow.
Well, it's just these 3 on the Genesis. A, B, C.
Oh, and X blocks too, which is fun.
Yeah, well, it's just a repeat of that.
Oh,
probably, 'cause it does button doesn't exist on Genesis.
Gotcha.
Wide Zan.
Thank you, YPZ.
Oh, you know what we should do, Max? We both have scars for both. We should put Mortal Kombat 2 and then Mortal Kombat 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, we should put Mortal Kombat 2 in the SNES and then Mortal Kombat 2 in the Sega Saturn.
Ooh. I'm down.
Apparently the best version of my MK2 is the Sega Saturn version. In terms of like arcade authenticity. I remember hearing that somewhere.
But the fucking Super Nintendo version is godlike.
I remember the Super Nintendo version of 2 was good.
Yeah, because MK2 on SNES got the blood and everything. It actually got the gore.
Yeah, but it was just way better.
Yeah, it was just a good
Well,
game.
we noticed that too when we played.
I
the
noticed
Super
that
NES
back
one.
in the
Like
day, yeah.
the Super NES version plays like ass. It really does. Like this actually plays better.
Oh, yeah,
Looks-
we definitely have to
Oh,
get
you
see
saw
for
it?
this.
It looks maybe a little better, but
Wow.
How fast can you beat this, Kenny? Fast can you think you could beat this, Kenny?
I got this.
Fast could you beat this?
I can beat
Be fast.
You can beat it fast.
it. You can be faster?
Very faster.
Go for it, Kenny.
Alright.
It's your time to shine.
Use your foot and hit the reset button.
no, wait, it's going.
I'm going.
Okay.
Kenny, you're gonna be on. Did you change the name of the title?
Mortal Kombat? Yeah.
Mortal
Are
Kombat.
you gonna do our
podcast.
lore cast,
Yes,
Kenny?
I am. I've already talked to
Yes.
Agnes.
For Mortal Kombat, do you think you remember enough about all this fucking lore to do a possibly 4-part fucking episode for our podcast, Kenny?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, well, when are we gonna do this? We gotta get this going.
By the way, I'm gonna be completely lost on it, Kenny.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Like me and Andrew. I don't know. how much
I
Andrew
remember
knows.
some stuff. But like for the most
Damn.
part, you're gonna be guiding us through a very dark
That's
tunnel.
snare.
Yeah.
That's snare drum.
Those clouds look chaotic as fuck.
Yeah, look at that. That looks like a really bad, like, Photoshop, like,
God damn.
Control V cloud image.
It's just a bunch of turds floating by.
Pretty much. They're gonna knock her in the.
Yeah, I know, but it sucks on the edge.
Oh,
That looks so shitty.
Nice.
I can't believe they went to the fucking Senate floor about this shit. Oh my god.
He became the most handsome fighter of them all.
It was hyper realistic. Push a button.
It's funny because
something.
it doesn't even look realistic. It just looks like...
We're talking about perspective. In what, like 95, 96?
I don't know how someone who never...
No, we're
looked-
talking like 92.
92?
Yeah, well...
Maybe 93.
3, yeah. Yeah, like 93. Yeah, 92, 93. I can't believe like someone who never plays video games would look at this and go, oh my god, that looks so real.
Plus the arcade looked way more vicious.
Sure,
Oh, yeah.
sure, but...
Perspective is an
Oh,
amazing
Eternal
thing.
Champions.
Yes, it is.
But they
That's
weren't
a
talking
thing.
about the arcade.
We do have Eternal
They were
Champions.
talking about this.
Still, it's
Because it
perspective.
emulated the arcade.
Yeah, but the arcade was not part of the Senate hearings.
I think the idea is that
That had nothing to do with what they're...
Dr. Octagon, thank you, dude. The idea is that you get a character that looks human. That isn't stylized human.
Yeah.
They are indeed humans. That's why I got everyone in a hubbub.
Well, was this a Night Trap with the big ones? A lot of it focused on Night Trap.
Yusakugo, tacos for Yusakugo.
A lot of it was focused on Night Trap, and that's where, like, if you guys actually... Someone's got, like, archived the whole thing. You can see the entire Senate hearings between Sega and Nintendo, like, fucking shitting on each other.
Really?
well, someone just reminded me that this was supposed to be a Bloodsport game.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they lost the license.
Jean-Claude Van Damme backed out and they lost the license.
Yeah, there's stuff to do.
If it wasn't for Jean-Claude Van Damme, Mortal Kombat would not exist.
It would have been Bloodsport.
Yeah. Yeah, Night Trap.
There
It's
might
funny,
not
yeah,
have been
Night Trap was a
fatalities.
pretty shitty game, but yeah, that's where you basically saw how much of a fucking like wearing his hat and buckle shoe pilgrim
Fuck.
Howard Lincoln was. The guy was like proved to the point of obnoxiousness.
Yeah, but I bet you his porn collection.
Somebody said
Oh,
Europe
God,
changed
like-
Contra into robots for that same reason.
Yeah, Probotector is what they're called in Europe.
Probo Protector?
Probotector.
Probotector.
Yeah.
I need to see that game.
They are robots, and they shoot
Guarantee
other
you
robots.
that guy, his porn collection had fucking just outlandish fucking porn you've never even heard of.
Howard Lincoln?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he probably has like the dirtiest like bondage poop porn
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
he has a couple of snuff films.
Fisting scissor porn.
Yeah, fucking
Scissorman Timbers.
yeah.
While he was getting wrecked by a horse.
Yeah. Like he probably has like the dankest stuff. Oh no, oh no, 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 no.
Yeah, look at
Go
Pacino.
Kenny!
Go
Kenny,
get
your
him.
strat's not
Get him.
working!
Get him,
Kenny!
Pacino.
Kenny, you got 1 second! Kenny!
Dude, I'm hitting block. I'm hitting
Oh.
everything.
What did it say? It said press A and
Who
something.
knows?
You wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
That was like the clearest picture of Pacino in this whole game.
Yeah, it's funny. It actually was pretty clear. Yeah.
Are we really? Is it loading?
Push every button.
Let's start. Wow, it is actually loading.
Right.
And I had to load each one of the monks. Shang Tsung's dank beard. You know what? This makes me realize I get why people like MK9 because it was just the first Mortal Kombat with like everything.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
right?
it was just like the old
it was a
MKs.
It was a whole series of.
They Star Trek did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. And I know that too. But it makes me realize why a lot of people like MK9 because it's the most Mortal Kombat.
MK9 was like the perfect way to reboot a franchise.
Damn right.
Yep.
Damn right.
And it was weird. It was gonna be like fucking Mortal Kombat 9 was gonna be the end game. It was gonna be like a completely different game early on, like rumors and like talks. It's like, oh yeah, like only like.
Well, it is. I mean, it's not 3D.
Yeah,
Gameplay wise, it is a totally different fucking game.
Yeah, but it was gonna be like there was gonna be no characters coming back, but
Oh,
maybe,
I see what you
maybe
mean,
with the
like,
exception. Yeah, maybe with the exception of Scorpion or something like that.
Was that
It
supposed to be
gonna all
Armageddon
new.
though? Armageddon was supposed to be the end game. And
Yeah, that's why. That's MK9 wasn't gonna be.
Yeah,
was
you
gonna
said
be-
MK9 was the end game. But
No, MK9 was gonna be a fucking complete
Like a
reboot.
different game.
Different game.
characters,
Yeah.
not
There would
Sub-Zero.
be. There wouldn't be like you
Not
wouldn't see
Scorpion.
Liu Kang, or it would be all new. And then they said, "Fuck it." Like if you read the early Game Pros or early fucking IGNs or whatever, it was gonna be like.
The funny thing is, MKX I think ended up selling better than MK9 did in the long run. 'Cause now that MKX has been out for a while, this goes to show, man.
Well, because
Graphics.
it hit earlier and it was like the first big like fighting game on next gen.
Yeah.
MK9, like Street Fighter 4 had been out a year. There've been other fighting games.
There was
like,
MK versus DC already. Yeah, dude, timing is very important.
Check out my mixtape, 8 months.
Thank you, Mixtape.
I like that name.
Yeah,
Terrible.
and I fucking remember
terrible.
going to my neighbor's house to play this game. And having to like sneak around my parents. And then my mom found out. It's like you can't play that game even if it's at his house. Like first it was just like, well, whatever, we're playing video games. So you can't play. That was the first way. Get around Mortal Kombat by playing it at a friend's house. Then it was, we're not playing Mortal Kombat. We're playing.
fuck.
We're playing Pit Fighter.
Fit Fighter. McFat. Tacos for McFat. Thank
I
you
got
so
in
much,
trouble
dude.
because my parents found out I was playing GTA 2 at a friend's house.
The only time I've gotten in
Down
trouble.
one?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he even knew what it was.
The only time I've ever gotten in trouble for
That's
playing
one
a
of the ones
game
that got on the news.
was describing to my parents that I was playing a game called Bad Dudes. And on the title alone, I was not allowed to play it. I would go to my friend's house.
Bad.
Because I'm playing a game called Bad Dudes.
I remember how GTA ended up in the news at one point, like the top-down
Oh,
GTA
yeah.
type revival.
Oh yeah, because
My
there's-
parents
yeah.
asked me what it is. Like, have you ever played a game named called GTA? And I was all like, oh yeah, we played that. We'd go over, fucking ask what my friend's name was Kenny. Go over to Kenny's house all the time, play that. Well, you can't do that anymore. No one playing that game. Did we stop? No. They made us play the game more.
Just play the game.
Oh yeah.
We did.
That's-
Like, it
yeah,
wasn't
that is how a child thinks.
What was it on the news for?
I didn't have a
Because
problem.
it's
GTA was about you just murdering people on
Yeah,
the
you
street.
said
It didn't
murder
look
the shit out of
good. It was a
Yeah.
top-down.
She
shooter.
saw the London heist and got just way too close to her.
Yeah.
And was like, oh no, we're not. We came to America
Can't have that,
until I
no.
can make sure you didn't end up this way.
Yeah, I played Mischief Makers on the N64. But yeah, your dad make a fuss about a game called Mischief Makers. But then you look at the fucking game, and it's just like the most kooky
Anime
anime bullshit, like platformer ever. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the
Yeah,
president?
you should have been like, but Mom, the president's been kidnapped by ninjas.
If they won't let you play something called Bad Dudes, then you should have said, "Oh, just give me like Conker's Bad Fur Day," and I'm pretty sure.
Well,
she
that
would've
was
liked
like,
it.
okay, Conker's Bad Fur Day was literally a decade after well, way more than a decade
More
after
than a
Bad
decade,
Dudes.
yeah.
Like 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I tricked my parents into letting me get that, and then my dad was sitting there watching me play one day, and he goes, "What did that squirrel just say?" And then that was it. My dad was just like, "Ah, fuck it."
What did that squirrel just say?
Yeah, and we just I played through the whole thing with my dad watching.
Well, that's what I call a battle.
I remember one time the Dreamcast came out and I loved it so fucking much that at one point I lied about something so I could stay home and play Dreamcast more. And when my parents found out I lied and I stayed home and played Dreamcast, my parents did the smartest thing ever to take away my system from me from playing it. Guess what they did?
What?
They hid the controllers. I was like, you smart motherfuckers. I didn't know what to do. I just looked at it.
Press A and C, so that's why. Yeah, those two.
Yeah, but what do I fucking push to break?
Star button strikes.
Okay, cool.
That's a problem.
Ah, striker! Christina happy!
Look at that shit
Look
eating
at that
grin.
mouth.
Look at that
Mouth.
fucking
Can
haircut.
fit like 5 dicks in there.
Because he's a bag of dicks. Put them to your lips.
That means you had good parents. The parents that didn't give a shit what you played. Those are the ones that knew
Takamaru, thank you, dude.
your capacity.
Oh, dude, it felt amazing working at Electronics Boutique when a kid would come up and try to buy Grand Theft Auto 3 or Vice City, and you'd be like, you can't buy this, it's an M-rated game, you have to be over the age of 18. Like, you have to, or have parental consent. Go get your parents, can come back. And they're like, okay. So they come back, like an hour later, like the kid spent an hour trying to convince his mother to buy Grand Theft Auto for him. And then they come back. And then I tell the mom, and I'm like, you do realize this game is rated for 18+, it contains sexual violence, nudity, or sex, violence, nudity, car theft, and like all the other stuff which it says on the box.
Yeah.
And the mom would be like, fucking looks at her kid, no thank you. And the kid is like, motherfucker, and just goes
Funny.
dragged
One of
out.
those kids is in the chat right now. It was you fuck!
I got such guilty pleasure out of denying kids Grand Theft Auto. It felt so good.
Well, okay,
Blockbuster
there's a
video
couple things
right
about that. Okay,
Oh,
when you would
fuck
tell
you.
them that, you'd be annoyed because it's on the fucking box.
It's on the box, yeah.
It's like, you didn't tell me to have this. I was like, it's written right fucking
Right
there.
right there, yeah.
Like, you don't
Colonel
know.
Blues, thank
You
you.
don't know what your kids are doing or what you're buying. You don't know what it says on the box. It could be like fucking 5 fucking dicks, like going into one person, like in every orifice. But I didn't look at the box. Fuck it.
Really hung up
I
on
didn't
5
know till
dicks.
Max at the cash register told me.
Yeah.
You know, it could have been rape play for all I know. No, it's fine until
I
Max said
I-
something.
I worked at Blockbuster Video for about 2 years, and I actually saw a kid cigarette a game. You know what cigarette
Oh,
is?
yeah.
So they go
Like a
outside and
cigarette.
get a random fucking stranger to play the part of the parent, and they'll give them
Oh, I
extra cash.
see what you mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
they'll give them extra cash to get them, and they'll come into the store. And
Dude,
be like, yeah,
did
this
you
is
work
my
at the
kid.
one near Game World?
No.
Candy Country?
No, the one near Radio Shack in Sonic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember when the rating system was first introduced, the first game I got, my mom, like, randomly I would get, like, a new game, like, every year or something like that, just by, like, asking, like, Mom, can I get a game? And sometimes she would say yes, even though we were dirt fucking poor. And she got me, and I got Super Street Fighter 2 for the Genesis. And it was the first game I ever got because the rating system was introduced that was a teen game.
Yeah.
So it had the giant like M or T on it, whatever the fuck it was.
No,
And it felt so cool.
Sonoma, that
Because
is
I
the
wasn't a
greatest-
teenager yet. I felt so
Conscious
cool.
thought, 33
Sonoma has
months.
the greatest story ever.
Conscious thought. Let me read
my
this.
high
Read this.
kick?
Hold on a sec.
Oh man, when Max reads that, oh my god, I remember what it said.
So Noman says, when I worked at an electronics boutique, I had a woman who wanted to return Diablo 1 because she didn't realize it was about the devil.
Wow. That is hilarious.
I figured
The cover of the box is just a devil.
It's just,
It says Diablo.
Speak French, guys. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't think she understood Diablo.
Does she know what pictures are? I mean, we can bring up the box.
She
back to
might have
Diablo.
been, she could have been blind.
Yeah. Even without knowing what Diablo is. The box.
That's
and the
pretty
front.
fucking
I
awesome.
didn't realize it was about the devil. There's a devil on the box. It's called Diablo. Fuck. I would have said no. I'm not letting you return this. You have
the wrong reason to return this. You will
no,
keep this.
no. You must. You deserve a punishment for this act of stupidity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't even return a PC game, can you?
It might be
It's
the
open.
PlayStation 1 version.
If it's open, you can.
No, well, it was on PS1.
It was a PS1 game as well.
okay.
That's how I played Diablo. Was on PS1 with 2-player.
I was gonna say,
godlike.
'cause, like PC games, you had to. That was when you had to do like the code, and it was a one-time use code that you could enter in to activate the game.
Yeah.
You couldn't return that fucking game.
Well, it didn't activate online. Like, there's no servers to activate to or anything back in the day. So there's no way
So you
that
could still
like,
use the same.
like how would the game know? You know, it's not on the disc or anything. Back in the Baldur's Gate games, we sold used PC games out the fucking ass in
Yeah.
Electronics Fatigue.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
They're actually pretty big. Fight!
It was PC version. There was Diablo 1. Nice.
And that was back in the day when they just stuck a disc in and it ran like a console game, pretty
Yeah.
much.
I think we all worked at one of those places that.
Solidus Remod, thank you,
One
dude.
of our lives. Like,
Tacos for Solidus.
I worked at GameStop. You guys worked at Electronics Boutique.
Yeah, I worked at Electronics Boutique in
I worked at a
2001.
GameStop.
What's his name? Bojack. He worked at, what was it?
Game Crazy.
Game crazy.
Yeah, man. We all worked at one of those places at one point in
I
our lives.
was there the day that he quit because he couldn't wear shorts.
Are you serious? It was because of shorts?
You were there the day the music died.
Yeah, I was there the day.
I was singing.
The music.
Bojack was singing Bye Bye Miss America Pie.
I was with Rodney. We were standing there, and like Bojack was like, "Well, I'm done with this job." And Rodney said, "Why?" He was all like, "They want me to wear pants," and that was it.
Oh,
Yeah, and I don't know if he was making a joke or if he was serious. He seemed serious, and Rodney just said, "What?"
When have you ever known
like
Bojack to be
giant
sarcastic?
confusion.
Huh?
When has Bojack ever been sarcastic?
Fucking never. But
Everybody's
you want me to wear
just
pants?
total confusion. Like, what?
You want me to wear pants? I want to wear bullshit.
That's bullshit.
I should have
There's
bullshit.
Oh, man. I'm pretty sure I've been here.
They wanted to go to their more business casual market.
Yo, Fizan!
I don't even know if Game Crazy
Look at
lasts
Fizan rolling out of here.
To be honest.
Thank you, dude.
Nah, but
Fuck, I don't forget my
quit like 2 months before they
my
got shut
block
down.
button.
Anyway.
Oh, there we go. We're done.
So it didn't even last that long. It probably didn't even last that long.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, we got there's Game World there's Game World
There's no more
customers in the
PCs?
chat.
No, there's probably a code to do more continues or whatever.
We were
But that
talking
was
about
it.
Game
That
Crazy.
was it.
not Game World.
I beat the game.
Did you beat it?
Yeah.
Kenny, you're lying again.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
lying.
so fucking
Give me
tell
the
that you're
fucking
lying.
controller.
You're not.
I
You don't
beat it.
have to beat it. I could have beat this shit.
Steve's over there. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take care of this."
Google me,
But you
bitch.
said it right.
Google me.
Bubsy 2 looks high as fuck on this picture. Holy shit.
Bubsy,
That is a terrible game. By the way.
Bubsy 2.
Yeah, Bubsy looks high as fuck on this image. Sonic 2.
Sonic 2 or Sonic and Sonic 1?
Sonic and Knuckles.
I think we should do Sonic 1 so we can play the first level and take it out.
But what about the arcade classics games? God damn it!
This is
Sure, Sonic 1 had like the hardest to enter levels.
Joust?
of the code.
Oh, I'm good, man.
Joust is the original
And
fucking
Robotron.
multiplayer.
Aladdin. Fuck it. Steve. Steve. You're done. You're done, Steve. Playing Aladdin.
Oh god. Playing Aladdin.
Steve had his chance. He was
I
finally.
know. I was going in.
You playing
I was
Aladdin,
going
Max?
in.
No, somebody else played it. That's actually played it before.